The trustworthiness of Mr. Ashmifere, his family, his technology team, and his new company is paramount. Many who have been online for decades have encountered various companies offering opportunities to make money. The users who were attracted to these offerings trusted the company owners. These owners, along with some who didn't own companies but had programs, crafted designations that encouraged people to dream. They hired individuals who looked very successful, with yachts, expensive cars, and beautiful homes. That was the bait. These companies, which they trusted, assured users that this would be what they had always dreamed of. However, they informed users that they would have to wait while users paid on a monthly basis. The companies had not yet launched, leaving many users in limbo. This narrative was repeated to millions of internet users across these companies and programs. Those owners whom users trusted took their money month after month, but ultimately did not deliver. They caused heartache and pain, as many who were trusted turned out to be untrustworthy. A man observed what was happening to unsuspecting users of internet products due to the majority of companies, some of which did launch, but most of those went out of business within 6 months without providing refunds. They simply closed shop, relocated, and opened new ventures using the same deceptive methodologies to attract unsuspecting individuals desperate for success. The same flawed compensation programs persisted, acquiring extraordinary efforts to make a profit. Only about 2% of all participants achieved success. This small minority consisted of marketing wizards who cleverly drew people in, promising that anyone who duplicated their methods would also be successful. However, here's the red flag. They encouraged individuals to introduce their programs to family members and friends. Whether you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, or 70s, you've likely encountered this pitch before. Despite this, millions continued to join these companies. But who truly benefited? Only the company owners. While users suffer financially and mentally in their desires to help their families, the poorly developed systems ensured that most would not reach their potential. Even the 2% who succeeded faced ceilings on their earnings. Thus, a massive number of people were left searching for a trustworthy figure in the industry. One day, while surfing the internet, they discovered a man who didn't own his own company but became the top affiliate in every company he joined. The reason behind his success was that he developed systems designed to help users succeed. Unfortunately, despite these effective systems, he didn't own the companies. Consequently, even those who joined him faced limitations on their earnings. This situation exposed the self-serving nature of many company owners who were involved in the online business landscape, claiming to provide opportunities for users. Some companies were shut down, not for legal reasons, but out of sheer selfishness. The owners had money, minimal overhead, and used outdated, cookie-cutter websites, leading to a phenomenon known as saturation. Users became disenchanted, stopped using the products, or were forced out by failing companies. The man I am speaking of recognized the damage that was being inflicted on innocent, hard-working people who simply wanted to make money. So he resolved to put an end to this cycle. Together with his wife, they decided to create their own company, which began in 2018. They experienced initial success. The entry fee was incredibly affordable. Momentum built, and the name rapidly spread across the internet. They even launched their first product, a video conferencing platform that was superior to existing options. And founders began to receive commissions in their back office. However, complications arose when the payment processors halted operations and seized funds before any of the founders could collect commissions based on sales. Mr. Mafair recognized that something was amiss. He had trusted individuals he thought were close to him, but they turned out to be company eliminated all the negative influences within the corporation and founded new, dedicated technology experts who shared his vision. They began anew, leaving the old company behind as it became inevitable. The new company is on the verge of flourishing. Trust is essential. You want to partner with someone who has a proven track record of being trustworthy. And Mr. Ashmafair fits that description.
You can absolutely trust him to deliver with his new company because he is in control of its direction. The team knows where they are headed, and only Mr. Mewfarer knows when they will arrive at their destination. Therefore, founders and affiliates can place their trust in Mr. Mewfarer and his new company, which will undoubtedly be rewarded. In recent updates, he mentioned that we will soon be pleasantly surprised with technology that has never been seen or used before. This new company is poised for greatness. Just hold on a little longer, and the world will witness what Mr. Mewfarer and his technology teams have created for the benefit of loyal founders, affiliates, and humanity. Caution! Do not return to the companies and systems from which you fled. That is called insanity.